What's up, YouTube? Rich Gamer here. Today we're back on MLB The Show 17. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Make sure to leave me a comment. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Let's play. Are they bringing me in as a reliever or something? That's strange. That's strange.
And this has got to be a high point in the career of the fellow you see there as he's making his first ever All-Star Game appearance.
Oh, it's an All-Star Game, okay. Get the warm-up going.
There's the second
Dustin
baseman now,
Pedroia.
He's 0 for 1 thus far. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Chopped weakly to the left. Seager is right there, and the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. Digging in to try it again. Cesar Santana, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a fastball just a bit up.
Got one down now. One down.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
Falling behind 3-0 to the wrong guy right here. You don't want to mess around
Damn.
him.
And the ball is all the way off.
Throw one inside, he still might turn and burn.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Lifted in the air out to center field. Peterson on the run. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Here's Manny Machado now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Here's a little chopper up the middle, scooped up on the backhand. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So they pick up no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Last half of the fifth coming up, and we still have no score.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher set to take over, and you can't mention his name without mentioning his outstanding career as a college wide receiver as the hard-throwing right-hander Jeff.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
A 6-0 shutout to finish off tonight's game. So that just about does it. For Harold Reynolds, the lefty Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Welcome to the stream.
The final line score of our ball game.
A coach acknowledges a pitcher on his recent spree of strikeouts. He's on a torrid pace. They'll see if he can keep it up.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin on a Tuesday night at Miller Park. Tonight, the second of 4 to begin the week between the Cincinnati Reds and the Milwaukee Brewers. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. At the plate, Jonathan Villar. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Jonathan.
And this pitch is right down the middle, strike one. And Harold, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matt, I mean, nobody likes to lose game 1 of the road trip, but you go on the road thinking, hey, if we can play 500 for the full road trip, we're in good standing. So right now, you're in game 2 of the road trip, and you know what? If you win today, you're what? 500. So you're actually on goal. That's why this game is a big one for you to be on point.
And with that, time to take a glance at the starting 9 for these Brewers. What's the key to sending fans home smiling tonight, Harold?
Well, you come in and you realize, man, we're already down 2. What do? You play within yourself. We get a leadoff guy on. The next man moves him up or moves him over. Then our middle guys, maybe we hit a big bop to get in it. You don't have to go get 2 runs this inning. Just get 1. Keep chipping away and giving yourself a chance.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
And the pitch. Travis Shaw is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along.
Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. The throw to first is in time and the inning is over. Gone in order are the Brewers. They trail it here 2-0. Digging in, Rich Bulldog.
Rich Bulldog.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And Harold, as we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Well, you're playing good ball right now. You know all day long. Oh, they're bringing the ace, huh? Okay, that's okay. We're playing good right now. We'll match up with it. Okay. That's how you feel when you know you're playing good and you're facing the ace.
Leading off for the Brewers, center fielder
Keon Broxton stands in as he looks at a called strike. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You talk about a pitcher's umpire. If you're working both sides of the plate, you have a tendency to be pretty effective with Matthew Ross back there. Look, there's no doubt he's a pitcher's umpire. If I was pitching in this game, I'm sending him a taxi, making sure he gets there safe.
1-2 now. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Thompson comes on now and he has it 1 down.
Time for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the Reds. And behind the plate, Yadi Molina. See all that gold? He's wearing it for a reason. He can frame it, he can catch it, he can call the game. He's got great footwork to make the throws. You better be careful if you lead off first base. He'll stray down there and drill you. He'll get you. He will, I'm telling you. He'll pick you off.
And a fastball just a bit high. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Look out over near the on-deck circle as he whistles this one fouled off to the left.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Here's Kelby Tomlinson, and this is a good-looking matchup for him here. As you can see, he's hit lefties quite a bit better than he has right-handers this season. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Ball 1.
1-1.
We got 1 ball, 1 strike.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Anderson scoops it up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Stepping into the box, Andrew Susak. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. Duvall on the move. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed.
0-2.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
In now, Josh Michelle, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Takes a knee-high fastball. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Taylor Youngman is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. High fastball is in there.
He's not messing around this inning. He's attacking the zone. He's showing lots of confidence. He's 0-2 on this hitter after having 2 quick outs. Nice job.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Digging in for his second at-bat, Rich. Bulldog, 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. And
oh, damn.
drilled him as it rolls toward the first baseline. And he'll get in there safely.
Well, there's a 1-out infield single, and you know what? You can start.
What's up, Skyrip?
1 out. He was hustling down the line. If you're pitching, you think, golly, that was so unlucky.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Hope you're having a good day. Thanks for watching.
Comes set, now the pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire, but what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Here's Arismendi Alcantara. A couple of walks for him thus far.
Arismendi Alcantara.
Ready on 1 and 2. Line hard. But this is a foul.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just got too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Tomlinson has a beat on it, and the inning is over. Reds will be forced to settle for just the 1. On.
Leading up the 4th inning, the shortstop, Jonathan VR.
And that misses ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And there's
that
one
one's
well
too
above
high.
the zone for a ball.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Alcantara is underneath this one, and he's got it for the first out. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Scooter Gennett.
Nope.
Lays off 1-0.
Count 1-0.
Called strike over the outside part of the plate. Look into Molina, now the 1-1. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Ready to deliver the 1-2. This ball's grounded foul. 1-2, here it comes. That's lifted the other way out to left. Moving under it, Alcantara, and he makes the catch for the second out. Digging in to try it again, Travis Shaw. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Travis Shaw.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. There's a fastball that just misses ball 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full, 3-2. Ready now with the payoff pitch, and he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. They certainly know how to have a good time in Milwaukee, and I believe this may just be a brand
having
new
fun.
type of polka. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. He'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Well, they're still in this game. You know, if they can get somebody on a broken bat, a blooper, a bunt, and then go for the big ball, they can get something going. But they've got to start with getting somebody on base. This offense needs a base runner and get things happening.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Marwin Gonzalez comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Hey, strike this guy out.
And another foul ball.
That's a nice job of staying alive. A two-strike breaking ball just out of the zone. He was able to put enough on it to get another pitch.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the fifth.
Left fielder, Kelby Tomlinson.
Hit on the ground out to short. Anderson brings it in. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 15 straight he's retired to start the ball game. 5 innings complete. Reds lead this one 3-0. Ready for another
1 for
shot
2
now.
on the day. See if I can get another hit.
1 for 2 in the ball game.
Got a guy on second. We got a sinker, slider, changeup. Probably go with a slider first.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit on the ground out to
shit.
short. VR is there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Striding
ground
in,
ball.
Andrew Susak. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home sixth. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there, and now we're late in the game and he continues to pound the outside pitch, and it's really working out for him.
And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing, and he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. That's a hit, the first of the game for Milwaukee.
Boy, that was a big hook, and did he stay in there or what? That ball looked like it started behind him and came back over the plate, and he was able to get a base hit on it.
Ryan Braun.
Ryan Braun.
Here as he'll hit for the pitcher. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. 276 the average coming in for him. 8 home runs and 38 runs batted in. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Now a check swing, but he makes contact and hits it out in front of the plate. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. From the stretch, Jonathan VR is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Comes set and the 0-1. Pitch is a called strike. The throw not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw. 0-2. Here it comes. And he's got another one here. 12 punch outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. Brewers strand one. They trail it here 3-0. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Alcantara has a read on it, 1 away. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. Swing and a liner. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Well, he persevered right through it. Now he's 0 for 2 before this base hit right here with 2 strikeouts. Man, this makes him feel good now. Now he's getting that confidence and a little swagger back.
Up next for Milwaukee.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
One down. One down.
I'm set with the 0-1. Right on it there, but this is foul over toward the first base dugout.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Keon Broxton becomes out number 2 this inning. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. There's Marwin Gonzalez now. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time.
Hey, they didn't call it.
From the belt, kicks and deals. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees.
Boy, he's been great in this one. He's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
I think he wanted that pitch right there, but you know what? He's been throwing the ball real well tonight, and he's been getting a lot of favorable calls from the umpire, too.
High pop-up. Gonzalez is there, and that ends the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. 8th inning coming up. The Reds are on top, 3-0.
Pop them up. 1 for 3 on the day.
Rich,
4-seamer.
plate appearance
Oh,
for him tonight,
4-seamer.
and why not? He's been in control all game long. Hits this one hard the other way, and that is through into right field for a single. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tim Anderson. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day.
Yeah, get one up there, huh?
And here's a ball hit in the air. And Gennett will make the catch, and that'll be that. What? Here's Kelby Tomlinson. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Pat. He's
come
really
on.
sharp, and it's hard
That was
to
right
know
over
if
the
it's had
plate.
any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out. Stepping into the box, Andrew Susak. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. Ready once again, Josh Michelle. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike.
You see there, the pitch count is up to 88, and at this point in the game, that's a good place to be, so I think we'll see him stay out there for at least a little while longer.
And that misses, so after getting 2 outs with 3 pitches, he's gone full to the 3rd hitter here. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. Nothing doing here this half.
He got 10 hits and only had 3 runs. He should have way more runs if he put up 10 hits. Well, maybe one guy get on and the other guys get out. Like I had a hit.
He'll lead things off here as we
and made it no further than first.
Outfield comes way in here. The first pitch. Check swing, but he
that was right on the corner.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. Look into Molina. Now the 1-1. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Going for strikeout number 15. Lays off 2-2 now.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Tommy Malone is sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning. Striding in once again, Jonathan Villar. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
Hard hit ball to second, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Scooter Gennett. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Low for ball 1. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And this will be a called strike 2. In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And a net-high fastball that time. 1 strike from a shutout. Here it comes. And here's a ball hit in the air. Gonzalez onto the grass, and he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
Wow, talk about total dominance. 9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the 1st. So close to baseball history.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. Rich Bulldog wins his team-leading 10th game of the year as he allows only 2 hits over 9 full innings. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Cincinnati Reds. 3 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 13 men on base.
15 Ks, no errors, no walks. Man, that was a hell of a game. I wish I didn't give up those 2 hits. No hitter.
A coach acknowledges a pitcher on his recent spree of strikeouts. He's on a torrid pace. They'll see if he can keep it up.
Ten wins in the season. That's what's up. Is it July? We had a loss against Toronto. A no decision in Boston. And 1 win in Milwaukee.
From From the borough of Queens in Flushing, New York, welcome to beautiful Citi Field. Today, the third
Right
and
at
final game in this
550
three-game
and
series
50.
between the Cincinnati
Playing the
Jacob
Mets.
DeGrom, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Harold, what do you got?
Well, he's having an exceptional season. He's able to put together a solid year, ERA in the low twos. He's been around the plate. He's pitching deep in games. So I expect to see another dominating performance from him with his team in the game and him maybe walking out of here with another W.
Here's Neil Walker. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Harold, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they've been on a nice little roll here.
Matt, this has been one of those up and down. What's a play above 500 baseball? Maybe they'll be motivated by that alone.
In tight there as he's got to turn out of the way of that one. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Pulled toward right center field.
Oh shit.
He's around first.
I forgot Mets Park is a hitting park. So any little ball you hit, you'll be out of here.
Now, Michael Conforto. Runner in scoring position here already following the ground rule double. Here's a knuckle curve that backs him up a bit. Ball 1. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Boy, this is one of those tricky spots for a pitcher, right? You have an open base, but you have a guy on deck that can do a lot of damage. Not a good spot to be in if you're a pitcher right now.
Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
Yeah, Matt, Freddie might call a few strikes below the knees in this one, but he tends to get pretty good reviews.
Michael Conforto.
He's consistent. He almost never impacts the game in a negative way.
The slurve that time, and that'll be the first out of the inning. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. HR, how do they send their fan base home happy here today?
Well, Matt, this team does not strike out a whole lot. They put the ball in play, and they rely on putting pressure on the other team. If you make a mistake, they're going to capitalize. But their game is pressure, put the ball in play.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he swings on top of one here.
Cespedes.
Foul right at home plate. 0-1 count and the pitch.
Oh, come on.
Pretty close that time, but
yeah, that's just right there on the edge.
Well, he's really struggled. I mean, 0 for the series, but the confidence they have in him, he's still in the lineup. Let's see if he can break out right here.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
Striding into the box, Lucas Duda, and you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. A ball and no strikes. Here it is.
Oh, come on. That shit is right in the zone.
Base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching it.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
I don't know about his decision not to swing there. Hitters count. You get a fastball middle in. That's the one you drive out of the ballpark.
Late swing and a ball line fouled into the seats past the third base dugout. Got him. Couldn't connect on the slurve that time, and that'll end it. An inning in the books. No score here on the show. Digging in, Rich Bulldog.
Catcher, Rich Bulldog.
Your pitch, drive it deep, huh? Here you go.
From the stretch. A fastball that finds the outside corner. These Mets, Harold, as they take the field here today, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
And Matt, you know, you look at they split right now, but they lost the first game 1 to second one, so you're looking at momentum is on their side. That's why I'm kind of leaning towards them here in this third game. Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Working for the punch out and the offering. And this one's in the dirt. And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored. A wild pitch.
the hell?
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Cue shot here out towards short. And that's through into left.
Well, go back, stupid.
Second, and they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, he comes up with the big RBI hit right there and puts them ahead in this ball game. If they can keep a lead, get to that bullpen, they got a shot to win this game.
Little blooper. Made Cespedes had to come all the way in and get that ball.
Anderson. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Runners
Man just says steal base.
Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike to throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
He picked a good pitch to run on at that time, and it really paid off. A changeup down in the zone is a really tough pitch for the guy behind the plate to catch and throw on, so he didn't stand much of a chance there.
Pitcher got a stolen base.
Here it comes, 0-2. And a big rip with the
struck
curveball, but he
out.
didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning. And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting outfielder Hyun-Soo Kim. In previous duels with DeGrom, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Ready now, Jake Bruce. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Knuckle curve is off the bottom edge. 2 balls and no strikes.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
And here's how the Reds line up defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And today's starters leading the National League in strikeouts. Now, very difficult to defend behind. Think about it. You're out there, you're getting ready, you're running in the outfield, and you hear the glove out there. Pow, pow. You're thinking, uh-oh, how is he going to strike out today? Am I going to get a ground ball? You better pay attention, because that's when the ball's hit to you, and you make an error. Lock in.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Travis d'Arnaud is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
A swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Man, I can't believe he hit that shit.
The dugout. The next 0-2. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue.
That's 4 foul balls in a row. He's battling, no doubt.
Here comes another 0-2. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Batting 7th, third baseman, Brett.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score.
City
Welcome back
Field.
to daytime baseball on the show from City Field. Thanks for joining us. And here to hit now is Matt Reynolds. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Matt Reynolds.
Ball one.
Hey, we got no one here.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss and a ball down.
Hey, plays that one now.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Jacob deGrom is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Couldn't get extended and tied him up inside with that pitch.
Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
Standing in now, Neil Walker. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Another one sent foul. Another 0-2 coming. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rich Bulldog.
Rich Bulldog.
Line to the right side, but he'll barely have to move out there and right as he hauls this one in for the second out. With Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Michael Conforto digs into the left-handed side of the batter's box to start things out. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
He offered at that pitch out of the zone there, and I think that's a result of the previous pitch getting called against him. He might feel like he's needing to expand the zone if that's how it's going to be called.
The 1-2 pitch. This is swung on and popped up, crossing into foul territory now behind third. Just foul.
Well, he got a piece of that breaking ball right there. It's the second one he's seen in a row now, and he fouled that one off. Let's see if he comes back with a third one. 3 in a row.
2-2 count. Here it comes. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Well, he's been throwing the ball pretty well so far, but right here, 3 balls to the left guy to maybe give him a chance to get them going. He's just got to come back and swing the bat. I'd rather see him earn his way on the base by swinging the bat instead of walking.
Yoenis Cespedes is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball that's 1-0.
That's the advantage of having a good 2-hitter hitting second in your lineup. He knows he's going to get something to hit because they're going to pitch to him. And now here comes the heart of the order. They've got a great opportunity to get on the board here.
And a knuckle curve missed that time. 2-1.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
And And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
First baseman, number 21.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Lucas Duda will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. Here comes the 1-0. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Lucas.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. No runs, just one hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And this is going to be a foul ball. And another foul ball. Again, a 1-2. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Striding in once again, Jay Bruce comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. And he misses with it 1-1. No runs, just one hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. They'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2
Make you swing at that. Not saying that I haven't, when I play as my pitcher, I haven't swung at those balls, but man, I was way out the zone.
If they want to have any success, because you keep chasing it, they're going to keep swinging and missing.
Yeah, I think that's the idea. He might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there. Well, this has been a good at bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move.
That's a fucking strike on the corner, man.
Swing, and the home plate umpire says he did so successfully. It's ball 4. Ready for another chance? Travis d'Arnaud, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Matt, this is where I like this guy pitching. First and second, he's got 2 outs. He's got himself a little bit of a jam, but now he likes to paint the corners. Watch him fight himself out of this situation.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Here's the third baseman, Brett Lowry. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
You know, Matt, he's having great success, but I can't say it's because of the first pitch strike. Now, that's over 60% of the time he's throwing that for a strike, but usually to have this kind of success, you would think the ratio would be much higher.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Kim's there for it, and that's the first out of the inning. Standing in, Matt Reynolds. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 1 out, nobody on. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
And he lays off the slurve. 1-2 now. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch on the ground to the left side. Cozart has it. Throw gets him. 2 down. Coming to the plate now, Jacob deGrom. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And they start him out away with a called strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A high fastball. fastball is in there.
2 outs, 2 strikes, and we're in the 5th inning, and he's got 1 pitch, I think, away from getting through 5.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. They still trail 1-0. Here's Neil Walker. They'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent today.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later innings.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, and there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Set to deal on 2-2, and he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Oh, they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Michael Conforto is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. No hits to this point. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Smoked on the ground up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So the 2-out hit here extends the inning for Lucas Duda.
Well, that's a big base hit for him. I tell you what, it's no fun to be 0 for 2, but let alone 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. So this is a confidence builder right here.
First baseman number 21.
Drilled down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Looks like the Reds are going to have some stirring in the bullpen as a lefty's begun to heat up down there. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Duvall on the move and gone. A dramatic home run that gives them their first lead of the game. Here's Jake Bruce now. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Outside for a ball, 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. And this is going to be a foul ball. Ready on 1-2. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Duvall racing back, and it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs.
I guess I'm getting pulled out the game.
Skipper up out of the dugout and making that slow trek to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough.
They've done so good, and then it dropped the ball.
3-1 the final score this afternoon. The Metropolitans earn the victory despite only collecting 4 total hits. Jacob deGrom wins his team-leading 10th game of the year.
The Mets crushed fucking home runs, and we couldn't even hit home runs out of that park. That shit is crazy. Yeah, 13 fucking strikeouts and then gave up 2 back-to-back home runs.
A stellar performance earns a salute from this hurler's pitching coach. Both hope the command displayed tonight will carry over into future outings.
Well, guys, that's going to do it for me today. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Make sure to leave me a comment. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Peace. I should have forgotten.